just how you like to drink your Scotch.
Well, because first of all, Johnny Walker Black Label is my dad's favorite, and when I say the word dad every time, everyone thinks, oh, it must be like a boring old man's drink. And no, my dad, who's going to be here later tonight, is one of the most fun, most spirited people I ever know. Like, he's got a great sense of humor, so it's not a boring drink. So I do like it the way my dad drinks it, which is on the rocks. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. But on a rare occasion, a very happy occasion, I do love it as one of my favorite cocktails, which is an old-fashioned.
Really? Well, see, I've been told over and over again that you're not meant to drink Scotch as a cocktail, so I don't know. Are we going to let the beautiful lady pass with that one, or?
We most definitely are. There are so many myths and rumours about how Scotch should and shouldn't be enjoyed. And actually, most of them are simply not true. You can enjoy Scotch however makes you happy. I enjoy Johnny Walker Black Label on the rocks, but I also love it in a tall glass with ginger ale and ice. There's no right or wrong. Whatever makes you happy is the right way to enjoy it.
Well, I'm waiting for my dad to meet your dad, because my dad was like, you drink Scotch on the rocks. Well, tell me something. I'm sure you like to drink with your dad. Is there anyone else in particular that you love to drink
Actually,
Scotch with?
I do love drinking with my dad, but the person I enjoy drinking with more is my sister, because we get into these duels actually about whose Scotch is better, and she likes the most smoky flavors. She just naturally veers towards something that's more smoky, and I just prefer the sweeter, more mellow flavors. So we always have a little bit of a battle every time that I drink the better Scotch, and then she goes, no, I drink the better Scotch. So my sister is definitely a Scotch lover like her father, and so I think it's great. It's in the family.
And how about you?
Well, going back to myths, one of the myths we constantly hear is that Scotch is a man's drink. And I think Frieda and her sister proved that wrong.
I think we can count me in on that one too. I love myself a good glass of Scotch. I think it's like, cricket. People think that only men love cricket. I think women enjoy it, and I think women enjoy a great drink and a good Scotch.
In fact, when women drink, I have a friend in Los Angeles who loves her Scotch, and every time she orders a Scotch, all the boys look at her going, oh, you think you're cool. I'm like, no, why do you have to have that reaction just because you drink Scotch and women can't? That's rubbish. No, we're debunking that as well. That does not exist. Women love their Scotch as well.
And then the next question is, so let's see how many of those you can have, right?
Let's keep it to drinking responsibly. We drive a lot in LA, so there's not a lot of drinking and driving that I permit even within my friends group. So no, I think drinking responsibly is very, very important as well.
And I think in India as well, that's something that we're starting to talk a lot about and discuss a lot about as well. Get a driver, drink responsibly. Honestly, I like to enjoy my drink at home. I think that's the most comfortable place. You have your friends and family who are closest to you there, and you don't have to drive anywhere afterwards.
Get an Uber, it's okay. Uber's getting very popular over here as well. So.
Well, speaking of home, both of you, of course, you're Indian, you've spent a lot of time here. If you had to pick an Indian dish that you would like to drink a nice Scotch whiskey with, which one would it be?
Well, for me, last time I was in India, as I mentioned, I love Johnny Walker Black Label. It's got signature smokiness to it, and for me that goes beautifully with some of the spicier foods, which obviously India is famous for. So that's one of the combinations I love. I actually had some Johnny Walker Black Label with a tandoori dish, so I had that lovely smokiness and intensity all the way through it, and it was absolutely beautiful.
Sounds absolutely delicious as well. How about you, Frieda?
Well, I guess I'm going to be no different than in that case, because I was going to go for the spicier dishes as well, like, kebabs and stuff like that. Somehow or the other, I think it's also staple in our homes where we do drink Scotch. There's always like a kebab or a chicken tikka, so I guess I think I would go down the same route. And I actually don't enjoy having a lot of sweet flavors with Scotch in general, so I guess it wouldn't work with Indian food as well, to have something sweeter.
And I think it's a bit of a part of the Indian tradition as well. You see your dad and, all the uncles sit down with their food, with their nice Scotch whiskey. And I think that's one of my memories from my childhood as well. Well, Frieda, have you ever thought of giving a Scotch bottle as a gift? Have you ever received one?
Well, it's the only gift I know how to give without even batting an eyelid. So it's like the easiest. because I know what I'm buying, I know what someone else will like, because well, I guess, you know, whenever you're at duty free, I don't know how many people have this experience, but every time I'm going through an airport, it's either my sister or my dad, can you buy me this and can you buy me that? So duty frees are reserved for Scotch.
I couldn't agree more. How about you guys? How many people have done that in the duty free? Yes, we've got a whole bunch of hands up at the back. All right, everybody knows what you're talking about today. Well, before we wrap this up, just if there's a message that both of you, would like to share with the millennials of today about Scotch whisky, something that you would like to say?
Yeah, one of the things I would love to share is that Scotch is there to be enjoyed. We make wonderful Scotches at distilleries the length and breadth of Scotland, and we put care and attention into making them. So when you enjoy them, do enjoy them responsibly. We always talk about quality over quantity. And that's something that's always worth remembering.
And how about you, Frieda?
Well, for me, I can't wait for all the millennials to understand how amazing an old-fashioned is. So maybe all the bars in India and Bombay, Delhi, all the metropolitan cities should now start making it this signature old-fashioned for everyone to try.
Well, thank you for joining us today, and thank you for the lovely pieces of art that you have created. I don't think I did justice to them with my short introduction, so I will let both of you speak a little bit about your own creations.
Okay, so basically when Homegrown got touched me to do an installation, especially for a whiskey brand, I immediately thought of glass or oak or something related to wood, but I wanted to incorporate metal because I love working with metal. And of course the shattered glass came from the bottles, the idea of, breaking things and working with them and then remolding them into something else. So the image that I actually have with the shattered glass is a gentleman fishing by the lake. It actually comes from the Black Dog logo. So not too many people knew about the Black Dog logo being a fishing hook. So for fly fishing, I also made these chairs and tables out of the bottles, and the chairs actually are fish bones. So if you take a look at it,
it's beautiful.
So it's all related to fishing, so it's a subtle little statement there. But yeah.
Do you enjoy fishing yourself?
I really do, actually.
Well, that's good. It's come straight from the heart, hasn't it?
It has.
And how about you?
My installation is essentially based on this experimental practice that I've had for about the past few years. When these guys got in touch saying black and white, I was like, I have just the thing. What it is essentially is a visual feedback loop. It takes your actions, like a shadow, and propels it into an infinite feedback loop, which is right in the spiral in the middle. And for me, it sort of represents, it's a representation of stimulus and response and how it shapes the environment, shapes us and the environment around us, as well as, I guess a metaphor for the shared human experience.
It's absolutely brilliant. It's kind of, I can't take my eyes off it the minute I look at it. It's a little hypnotic. Wouldn't you say, Frieda? What would you like to say about the art pieces?
Well, it's great, but I think Ewan has a better question. Can you sit on one of those chairs?
Ooh, that's
Yes,
a good
you
question.
can.
You can. So you can sit on that.
I nearly did. No, that's art. You don't sit on art.
I tried jumping on it, broke a couple.
No, it's so fantastic that we can actually bring in this occasion, which is, we're celebrating International Scotch Day, but you can celebrate the history behind those various Scotch bottles that you've actually used for your inspiration and merge it into art. At the end of the day, for me, that's like the most fascinating. How can you continue keeping it so relevant and so fresh, and make people come to it more and more and more. So this is just such a fantastic collaboration initiative, both of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have something else you'd like to add to that?
Yeah, I was experiencing the art earlier, and for me, I just loved how pioneering it was. And I think that actually talks to everything that goes behind our brands. If you look at the Walker family, if you look at the development of that 69, all of our brands came from pioneering individuals and families who dared to step outside their comfort zone and do something new and exciting. And that's what this art talks to me. It's beautiful.
Now here. Yeah, everyone here. Rochelle here. Samuel?